Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, the legendary in blockbuster Netflix boxing bout. Jake Paul has scored the biggest win of his career as he beat the legendary Mike Tyson via unanimous decision on 15 November, Friday in Dallas, Texas. Tyson returned to the ring after a 19-year hiatus. Paul defeated Tyson via unanimous decision. Judges gave Paul a score of 78-74. Jake Paul has beaten the legendary Mike Tyson via unanimous decision on 15 November, Friday in the main event of the blockbuster Netflix event in Dallas, Texas. Paul defeated Iron Mike as he made a stellar comeback after losing the first 2 rounds to the legendary boxer. The unofficial scorecard had shown that the fight belonged to Paul with a score of 78-74. Tyson was making a return to the ring after a 19-year hiatus, while Paul had a record of 10-1 coming to the fight. The bout was initially set for June this year, before an ulcer flare-up for Tyson forced the event to be postponed. There was tension before the match as Tyson proceeded to slap Paul during the weigh-ins and even proclaimed he wouldn't lose. On the day of the bout, both men would proudly proclaim that they would win, with Paul predicting a knockout. Tyson, on the other hand, simply said, "A vicious win." Paul would be tested in the initial rounds, but fatigue and age caught up to Tyson in the end. How the fight unfolded. The walk-ins for both men kind of showed their personalities heading into the fight. While Jake Paul remained in his over-the-top persona, Mike Tyson made a very somber entrance, walking to the ring by himself. The crowd in Texas would make their feelings known early on as they heavily booed the problem child and cheered Iron Mike. Tyson started on the front foot, and he had Paul on the ropes early on and landed some strikes in. The problem child would slowly come into the fight towards the end as he started to find his rhythm. But the round went to Tyson as the judges gave him a score of 10-9. Paul and Tyson were feeling each other out in the second one, with the problem child keeping his guard down mostly and inviting the boxing legend to engage in a war with him. Tyson would win the round 10-9. Iron Mike would explode out of his corner in round 3, but Paul would quickly take charge. A triple jab from Paul rocked Tyson badly and the legend was on the ropes for the remainder of the round. Paul took the round 10-9 as the scoreline read 29-28 in favor of Tyson heading into round 4. Tyson's legs started to show fatigue and he started to be less mobile, allowing Paul to dictate terms in round 4. Paul would tie things up by taking round 4. A left hook from Tyson rocked Paul early in round 5, but the problem child was able to land a few good body shots towards the end. Paul would take the lead 48-47 as the crowd started getting more and more behind Tyson. Paul was delivering some nice combos in to keep controlling the fight according to his terms, meaning that Iron Mike needed to win big in the last 2 as the score was 58-56. The former world champion would show some life early on, but once again, the lack of energy in his legs was catching up to him. As Tyson returned to his corner, the legend was clearly exhausted as we head into the final round.